You don't want to miss this one. We've got 3 hot topics that could completely flip the Oilers season on its head. Are the Oilers really ready to pull off a trade no one saw coming? And do the Hurricanes have exactly what we need to make a deal that could give our squad the boost it's been craving? Plus, there's a goalie surprise brewing that might leave everyone shocked this season. The future's heating up, and whatever happens next is going to be huge. If you're a true Oilers fan, make sure to hit subscribe and help us hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. Let's show the world just how strong Edmonton's fan base really is. Today, I want to get real with you, the kind of talk that hits right in the heart of every fan. Have you thought about what might happen with our biggest star, Connor McDavid? There's plenty of chatter behind the scenes in the NHL that could shake things up here in Edmonton. The stakes are high since McDavid's contract runs out after next season. Most experts think he'll stay, but when and how he signs that deal is still a big question mark. That's where the drama kicks in. Is management really ready for what's coming? Now, here's a tough one. Should the Oilers even consider trading McDavid? I know, sounds crazy and gut-wrenching, kind of like when Gretzky left back in '88, but the game's changed, and we've got to face the business side of hockey without losing the love for the team. McDavid himself has said he'll only sign if he believes this team can win again and again. But what if he starts thinking otherwise? If he feels the best chance at a title isn't here anymore, what's Edmonton's move? In that case, the front office would need to get the best possible return on a trade, not just fair, but something that rebuilds the team strong and smart. Holding on to the world's best player only makes sense if the team can really contend. And here's more. Even if McDavid wants to stay but can't lead us to the Stanley Cup, patience will wear thin. When you're paying the highest salary, in the NHL, the expectation isn't just to compete, it's to win. So, how long does Edmonton wait? If McDavid shows signs of frustration, GM Stan Bowman needs to act fast. We could be looking at a bidding war, the likes of which we haven't seen since the Eric Lindros days, all to get the best haul possible. If McDavid signs on and stays, the window for a cup run is likely for years tops. After that, at age 32, his trade value dips and fewer teams will be interested in deals good for Edmonton. Now, I want to hear from you. Should Edmonton take the risk of trading McDavid if he loses faith in the team? Or is it better to hold on to hope and bet on a new contract? If you're feeling this discussion, drop a comment below, share this on your socials, and don't forget to subscribe for all things Oilers and NHL. We're in this together. Think you've seen it all? Wait for the next update. I'll be sharing exclusive details about the team's future. There's some hot info that could change the season and how the fans light up Rexall Place and beyond. Don't blink, because what's coming will surprise everyone. Let's switch gears to another hot topic buzzing around NHL circles. One that could shake up the Oilers' future big time. If you follow the team, you know every roster decision counts when chasing that elusive cup. But are the Oilers really on the right path? Before we dive in, think about this. Is locking down a few big contracts the way to build this team? Or would spreading the money around for more pieces help more? That's the debate, stirring up the market right now. Here's the main issue. Former NHL defenseman James Vichnevsky threw some serious shade on the Oilers' recent contract with Evan Bouchard. Vichnevsky said straight up, if Edmonton really wants to win, they shouldn't have given Bouchard a 4-year, $10.5 million per year deal. He went further, suggesting the Oilers could have flipped Bouchard for 2 defensemen, earning around $5 million each, one for the power play, another to handle the heavy defensive lifting. The idea? More depth and a smarter cap split. But would that actually make Edmonton better? The logic to spread salary cap dollars is sound, especially with McDavid and Draisaitl already commanding huge paychecks. More bodies could shore up multiple spots. Pointed out that with guys like McDavid and Draisaitl on the power play, nearly any defenseman can rack up points there. He mentioned Shane Gostisbehere, who makes about $3.2 million. As an intriguing option for the Oilers, interestingly, the Hurricanes are active in the market and might be part of this deal, potentially swapping Gostisbehere and Jacob Slavin while taking on some extra salary. That way, Edmonton saves money and gains 2 defenders for the price of 1. Of course, who benefits from this trade is up for debate. Gostas Bahir had 45 points last season, so you gotta wonder how he'd perform alongside McDavid. On the flip side, Bouchard's an elite defender who's solid on offense and defense and steps up big in the playoffs. Plus, the NHL salary cap is expected to rise above $110 million soon, which might make Bouchard's contract look like a bargain down the line. Trading him for quantity could hurt the defense's overall quality, and don't forget the no-movement clauses that complicate any deal involving players of this caliber. So, Oilers fans, what do you think? Should the team keep Bouchard, a young and promising defenseman, or take Wisniewski's advice and pursue more options to strengthen the roster? I want to hear your thoughts. Tensions are just heating up, and the NHL trade market is about to get wild in the coming days. Don't miss the next video, where we'll break down the latest moves and what they mean for us. Stay tuned, because the game off the ice is about to get real intense. You remember at the end of last season there was talk about a goalie shakeup. Well, that talk's cooled off for now. It's August, and the Oilers look set to stick with the familiar duo of Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard. But there's a low-key signing that could catch everyone off guard next year. Ever hear of Matt Tompkins? Tompkins just signed a 2-year 2-way deal with Edmonton after coming over from Tampa Bay and their AL affiliate, the Syracuse Crunch. At first glance, he might seem like just another backup. But there's more to this story. Drafted by Chicago back in 2012, Tompkins has shown resilience and solid numbers, even though most of his career was outside the NHL. He's played in the NCAL, ECHL, and even Sweden's top league, one of the toughest spots for goalies worldwide. His NHL experience might be limited, but he's always been ready when called upon. He's the kind of guy who could shine if the right opportunity comes along, and the Oilers might be just about to hand him that chance. Remember Pickard? He joined in 2022 under similar circumstances, a veteran on a short-term deal who quietly became a key backup last season. He kept the net steady when the team needed it and helped push Edmonton all the way to the Stanley Cup final. Now, Pickard's a bit older and the pressure's on to finally bring home a cup. Having a dependable backup goalie is more crucial than ever. That's where Tompkins' story could get interesting. For him to make an impact, a few things have to click. First, he needs to be ready if Skinner or Pickard go down, and the defense in front of him must stay at the high standard they set last playoffs, so he's not left exposed. Tompkins needs to keep up his consistency and prove that his grit, which everyone respects, pairs with solid stats. On the ice, heart counts, but numbers don't lie either. So, here's my question to you, Oilers fans. Could Matt Tompkins be the surprise that gives us an edge in the cup chase? I really want to know what you think. Don't forget to share this update on your socials, drop a comment below, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing about the Edmonton Oilers. Let's take this ride all the way to the Stanley Cup.